I know that it's been a little while since I have made a video with for however you want to say it for you guys. But I wanted to take a moment to film a kind of what's in my brand new Delfonics pouch bag video for you guys. Now, the Delfonics pouch is not new in general, as I'm sure you guys are well aware. It's new to me. I know that a lot of people in the planner community have been talking about the Delfonics pouches for a couple of years, and I have wanted to get my hands on one for the longest time, but I was in a little bit of a state of decision paralysis because I love the striped version, but I also love this yellow version, and I was like, you know what, like I always tend to gravitate towards the safe option, towards the thing that coordinates what best, or that I know will coordinate with everything. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go outside of my comfort zone for a change and get a color that is not very common as far as things that I would pick. And so I chose this yellow color with that in mind and was like, let's just go for it. So here it is, and as you guys can see, I have got it quite chunked up with a lot of things. And you know, honestly, I was excited to do that. I was excited to get as much of what was on my planner cart in here as possible. Right now, my husband and I are sharing an office. We've always been sharing an office, and so that's not the issue. But, you know, every once in a while, he likes to play games on his PC with his friends, and that's in our office. And so when he is doing that, in order to not disturb my planning when he's, you know, yelling and screaming in his games, I would like to be able to go off into any other part of the apartment and do my planning from there. So I wanted something that doesn't have me running back and forth from our office to wherever I'm at to get planner stuff. Cue my Delfonics pouch. And so I went ahead and got this guy in a medium. I know that it comes in a small and possibly a few other sizes, which are new as well. But I thought, let's start with the medium. That seems to be the standard that everyone has. And I think that it was a good choice. It's a perfect choice. Mostly everything I have fit in this guy just perfectly. So let me start by talking a little bit about my history with pencil cases. So previously, my first pencil case of 2020 that I was using was this little guy, which I love so much. I love this pencil case, mainly because I love the way that the canvas feels. I love this color green. Green is my favorite color, so this has been my ride or die pencil case forever. But, you know, as I started accumulating and amassing more and more stuff, I was like, it's small, it's cute, but it doesn't hold everything I need it to, so I'm going to move away from this guy and get myself an upgrade. At which point, I then upgraded to this over the summer, and I love this pattern. I love the grid. I was really getting into pink at this point, but the problem is that I have tiny little hobbit hands. I'm a 5'7" person, but for some reason my hands are small and everything feels awkward in my small hands. And that includes this when this is full. Like when this is empty, I mean, yeah, I can hold this no problem. But when it is filled with things, it was like a chunky thing to hold with one hand. And then like in order to unzip it so you can access your pens, you had like, it wasn't a natural or comfortable thing for me to hold. And another thing that really bothered me is I hated that the pockets were pointed down. So like anything I put in would always slip in, and that's, I know, a total first world problem, but that's something that bothered me. And then I hated that I had to go an extra step, that if I wanted to get into what was in here, then I had to like, you know, it's like, gosh, I had to get my pen, I had to get my tool, I had to get my glue stick, and it just was a lot of annoyance with this. So as cute as this is, I would not repurchase this. So this guy was what I was using just because I bought it up until the point that I finally decided to go ahead and commit and get my hands on a chunky Delfonics pouch. So let's go through what I've got going on in it. So I'm going to start with what everyone starts with, which is, you know, their pins. And so these first two I've got, the OMG and the But First Coffee, are probably going to get replaced very soon. But they are pins that I've had for a while and hadn't really had a use for. I got them as part of like a value pack, I'm pretty sure from Michael's. But they, as you can see, they have like a lot of excess space on the backing. And so this is with the pin back all the way in, and I can't get it to get any closer. So they just spin around, and I hate that. So I don't like these guys on here. I love the First Coffee, but they're not going to be on here much longer once I get something else to replace them. Here I've got a Princess Leia, which I love. It says Rebel. I hate, though, the backing of this. The backing of this, unfortunately, the person who made it put it on this weird magnetic backing, which I don't mind magnetic pins, but this particular backing is like a button backing. And so it's constantly rubbing up against things, and because of that, it causes it to slip a lot and fall off. So if I'm not paying a lot of attention, I could easily lose this pin, which I do not want. I had another one with a corgi butt, which was super adorable, and I managed to lose it, guys, no joke, in my office. This planner bag has gone nowhere in the last week since I got it, and I cannot find that pin for the life of me. So that just lets me know that these ones are not a good choice for this, and the backing is not a good choice for anything, really, honestly. On the flip side of that, though, Mr. Penguin here and my little macaron, however you call it, are also magnetic back pins, but their backing is so much better. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm struggling to get this guy off. So anyways, so he just finds his backing right away, and it's this really strong magnet. So these ones are fantastic, and I love them. So, such a struggle to get that off every time. So I'm just gonna I barely had to try just now to get it to find itself. So these ones I'm not worried about at all. They're not going anywhere. And then I've got this cute dog. I don't know the name. I forget the name of this guy. I think it was like Curtis or something, or Simon. I don't remember, but I got it at a weird bookstore I walked into to do a return once that I was like, oh, this is neat. And I just decided to buy a pin for no reason. But I thought it was cute, so I liked it. And then inside the pocket behind those guys, I've just got my Post-it page flag things, and as you guys can see, I've been trying to figure out what the heck pen you're supposed to use on these. If anyone knows the answer to that question, please let me know, because I can't figure that out, and I really hate that, because I want to use those, and I'm like, I've tried Sharpie pen, I've tried all of these, nothing works, so that's a little dumb. Oh, and I should probably mention there's nothing else in here at all, so there's that. So coming back on over to this side, I've got, just this little bookmark. I'm pretty sure this came in a Planner Society. Nope, Cocoa Daisy. A Cocoa Daisy kit is where I got this pin from, or bookmark thing, whatever. Behind that, I've got a Blackwing pencil. I've got a white Signo. I think they're overrated, but I don't have a white pen that I like more. I think I would personally say that white pen and the Jelly Rolls are almost the same in terms of use and usability for me. And then, as you guys can see, I've got all of these mild liners. These aren't even all the ones that I have. These are just the brights for the most part. I don't like this yellow. I like this orangey yellow better. So I wish there was a better yellow. But that's my only complaint. I love mild liners otherwise. And here I've got some Sarasa clips in one of the vintage packs, I believe. One of them is missing because I gave it to my mom, because I believe this came in a 5-pack. And then I've got another pencil, but this one's mechanical. I've got a set of microns in 005, ranging all the way up to 0.8 in thickness. And then I just got these today. These are some Pentel Aquash, I think that's what they're calling these. Water brushes for watercolor stuff. And so this one I've got in here is just the smallest one. So far, I've dawdled with this for an hour since I've had them, and I love them. So huge fan of that. I've got my favorite Tombows. I've got a hard and a soft. Don't ask me which one's which, because I never can remember if it's black that's soft and blue that's, I think it's the opposite. I think black is soft and blue is hard, something like that. And then I've got a Cocoa Eero, which is one of my favorite brush pens. My only complaint with this brush pen, in case anybody wants to know what's the difference and why I use one or the other, and also I should probably mention, it's a tough choice, guys, between the Pentel Sign brush pen, the Tombow brush pen, and the Cocoa Eero. I like them all for different reasons, but I would say my top favorite is probably this one followed by this one, and then the Tombow, because the Tombow is just an OG, you know? But this one isn't new to me this year, trying it out. Obviously, I got it in the 2021 Techo order that I got, but I love how this writes. So I can't wait till the 2020 colors restock at Jet Pens, and I'll put in an order for all of those, because I didn't expect to like these that much, and I really do. I think I actually like them more than the Tombows. I love the Cocoa Eero also because I'm left-handed, so it just gives me better control. I really need help in the control department, but in a lot of ways. But my reason for saying that is I don't like this one. What dings this one for me is because the Pentel Sign Brush Pen and the Tombows are both highlighter proof, so I can use them together with highlighters. The Cocoa Eero will not, so I will smear this if I try to highlight over it, so that's the only thing that kind of dings it in my mind. However, I do love that you can replace the barrels on these with any color ink, so you know, you can have just the one pen with as many color barrels as you want. You can just swap out the color barrels as you need, which I personally really, really enjoy that. And I also like the size of it. I think it's awesome. Next to that, I've got a Sarasa Dry in case I just need a basic black pen, a little binder clip, and yeah, so that's that for the front. Just so in case you guys know, I just got this little planner tassel, this decorative thing here. It's a little rainbow, and I love it. I think this is super, super cute. In case you guys are wondering, this I got from Black Owl Fibers on Etsy, and so I got this also this week, so I highly, highly recommend if you guys want to get your hands on that. She has a lot of colorways that I think are beautiful. I'm just enjoying the way that this looks together with my yellow Delfonics pouch. All right, so on the back here, in the big back pocket, the big front back pocket, I've got my Ephemera Vintage Stickers tin. I just put this in there quite literally just because it fit. That's why. And I like these, and I never remembered that I have them, so I thought I would put them somewhere I would definitely see them. On this side, I have created some little washi card cutouts that I have yet to put washi on yet, but once I do and I pick the ones that I'd like to use, I will attach them to those cards, and that'll be that. And I'm just going to possibly hold them on here with this wonderful ollie clip so they don't fall out, which I think is great. Opening this up, I've got a couple sticker books. I've got my Wonton in a Million and this random Carpe Diem mini sticker kit that I can't remember where I got a million years ago. So that's what's in that pocket there. And of course, they're not going to want to go back all the way down. But that's fine. All right. Now to unzip and get inside. I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see the chaos that I've got going on in here. It's quite a lot. So let's get started. Back here, I've got, you guys can probably guess, this is my Canon Ivy with a little refill, a paper cutter, or just scrapbook cutter tool that I hate. I don't really like that tool at all. 9 times out of 10, I will not cut through something, or I will cut all the way through to something else that I don't even intend to cut. So I have a very love-hate relationship with that. I have a little Whiteout tape runner from Bic. People hate these apparently and think the Tombow ones are better. I don't currently own one, but once I get one, I'll tell you if it's better. I've got a Tombow adhesive though, which I do love. A little eraser that's not the cleanest. A little acrylic block guy. And then the sharpener for my black wing, which I honestly probably don't need in here. I'll probably remove that because it is fatter than it needs to be, only because I've got, sorry, I just bumped the camera. I've got a bunch of not necessarily super hyper, very used things in here. I just wanted to see what I would fit in there, to be honest with you guys. So, sorry, I'm gonna quickly check something. All right, cool. So, putting these guys back in here. Dropping my little acrylic block piece, Whiteout tape runner. Yeah, awesome. So then on this side, I've got a little binder clip that is holding on to my little tiny scissors, which I'm now going to take out of here. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave that there. I've got a little hand lotion, a little tweezer, and some Post-its. Nothing too fancy or special in that pocket, just a bunch of things. And again, like if I wanted to really slim this guy down, I could honestly take that hand lotion out of there, because if this pouch is really going to be in my bag or in my office all the time, I really don't need a hand lotion there. I just wanted to see what it would fit. So there you go. On this side here, I've got my favorite glue stick, which is the glue stick from whoever makes this. Don't remember the name of the brand, but yeah, love that. I've got my little washi cutter tool, which I really love this guy. I got a couple of these, which I ordered from Amazon. They're just little sticker, I don't know if you would call these true sticker flakes, because I feel like sticker flakes are thin. These are pretty thin, but they're not that thin as like I think what I've seen as traditional sticker flakes. So, but I love these. So I got this in a set of 9, but in my little bag right now I just have 3 of them because I don't need all 9 at all times. I probably don't even need 3 of them. But you know, in hoarding capability, why not? All right, so that's what's in all of my little 4 pockets. Getting into the center main one, I've got my little sticker book. I forget where I got this from. I should know the name of this character. Is this One Down in a Million? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I apologize to whoever owns the shop. I cannot remember who this is from. I wish you would have branded it. Wow. Okay. But I'll remember eventually, and I'll let you guys know. But I've just got, like, miscellaneous random stickers that I've, like, amassed from everywhere, and I put them all in here. I got my new Mambi sticker book, The Minimalist. I'm so far loving that, and I can't wait to use it more. I've got this sticker trifold pocket thing, whatever you guys call that I keep all of my emotion, task, and date things from. And I love this so much for my Hobonichi Week stickers. But because, again, I've got like my pockets all jam-packed, and I've got like all kinds of mess in here that I probably don't need to have in here. I don't feel like I have the most space. Like I've seen some people put their planners in here. I couldn't do that, not with what's in here right now. It's just too tight of a fit. But if I took some of this chunky crap out of here, I definitely could. So yeah, you guys, that is what's inside of my Delfonics medium-sized utility pouch. I love it so far. I think it was totally worth it. In terms of will I be putting straps on it and using it like on the go-go? Probably not. This is a pretty heavy guy. And I know that I even want to add my travel watercolor set once I get it into here as well. And so all of that plus that is just, this is going to be put it on my planner cart to keep my planner cart organized, number 1, and number 2, in case I need to like head out of the office because my husband's making too much noise. That's what this guy is for. When I return back to the real world and want to take stuff with me, realistically, I won't need all of this. I will need my fountain pens, probably a ruler, a whiteout, maybe a liner, like a fine liner, and 1 highlighter. So that's what I got this for, which is the Galen leather zip pencil case, which I am loving so far. And that is where I'm currently housing my favorite fountain pens. These are my valuables. Obviously this one is not like an expensive fountain pen. This is a really cheap fountain pen, but it looks expensive, so it's going with the rest of the expensive ones that I currently have. Otherwise inside of there, I've got that little really cute mini scissors, which I love that. I got my brass ruler, which I just cleaned, you guys, for the first time since I got this God knows how many years ago. It was looking so dingy and gross, and I finally Googled it and discovered that you can clean these really easily with Barkeeper's Friend. So if you have, and the same thing is true for this brass clip, I cleaned them both at the same time. Both of them were looking awfully gross. If you guys have any brass accoutrements like these, go ahead and use your Barkeeper's Friend and they will shine them right back up. And then I've got a Pilot file liner, a little whiteout from Bic, and again, that's pretty much what's going to be in here. And this will be dropped in my purse when I start moving about and I forgot to mention I stuck some Post-its, which, by the way, these just stuck amazingly there, onto the back of that. And the reason why I love this as much as I do is because when I've positioned everything right, lays really flat, which is what I really like, because you don't want to like bulk up your purse or your work bag with something like this that's, you know, what used to be the issue with this guy is that it was full to the brim and it was like super fat and took up a lot of space in my work bag. If I was still using this one, it would be the same story. It takes up so much width. But you guys, I mean, come on. You saw what I have in here. Look how thin that is. And that's with a ruler, a scissors, a fine liner, 4 fountain pens, a whiteout. All fits beautifully in here, and it's nice and slim in profile. So that's perfect for when you're actually on the go. So I love that. I wasn't going to talk about that, but here we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry that it's been a while since the last time I posted one. If you guys want to know about anything else that I'm using, anything else that I'm loving, please let me know in the comments below. But until then, have an awesome day. Bye, everybody.